What is going on, folks? I am Goat, and welcome back to Warframe. Hi. We're going to talk about a few things here. Yes, we are. As the title would probably suggest, because I don't know what I'm going to title it yet. I want to do an upload update. So we're going to cover an upload update. I don't know why the hell I'm in that screen. That's cool. I'm going to do an upload update as far as when I'm going to be uploading videos, because I'm going to change it a little bit. We're going to talk about the DevStream 161 and all of the crap that just dropped with all of that, because holy crap, like, we're not going to go deeply entailing into it, because I'm sure somebody's breaking this shit down part by part by part by part by part. But there's some big shit dropping in here. Okay? There's some big fucking shit dropping in here. I'm alright with it. But we're going to look at it. So the artwork, first of all, let's look at this. This is directly from Play Warframe on YouTube, so yeah, I'll drop a link for the video in the description. Yep. Pretty cool. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan. So let's give a quick overview as far as what we know. They actually named the evolving weapons. They're called the Incarnate weapons. And they took two of them away already. Bummer. Now, like I've said, if you have played Warframe for any period of time, you are probably in the same boat as me, that you just don't ever get your hopes up all the way with any new update, because something is always inevitably going to let you down, right? And I'm fine with that. It's one of those, as long as you go into the game knowing that, what's the harm, right? Now, you're going to see me glancing over kind of this way a little bit, because I do have a list of shit. So the two that they took away is the shotgun. Bummed about that one, by the way. They took away the shotgun, and they took away the fucking dagger, or daggers. Now, they did keep the tonfas, they did keep the rifle, and they did keep the pistol. And they showed the evolving function of what these things look like. Very cool. Again, I'm not going to go too crazy in depth with a lot of this list. Like, I've got it all time stamped out and shit to where I can just basically go search and find the time and all that. But honestly, I don't want to. I really don't want to. It's just entirely too much crap. There is a few things I want to touch on, though. First of all, they did describe, or at least kind of show, somewhat how the Incarnate weapons will evolve and what they end up looking like, and how you do the evolution as far as setting up the stats for the weapon and so on. So it's very cool. I like the fact of having customizable weapons like this much, not just throwing mods on it and making it do what you want, but also changing the statistics of the weapon in itself to really do what the fuck you want it to do. Like, I am personally a big fan of high crit weapons, so if I can make these into a high crit weapon, fuck you, I'm hurt my feelings a bit more, right? So yeah, bummed that they took the shotgun out. Dagger, I'm kind of neither here nor there. They are saying that they will come out, they're just going to be delayed. They'll come in a future update, so it is what it is. It's not like they're gone forever. I was just really looking forward to being able to go after and farm them and get going with them, so I'll deal with the delay as we always have to do, and we'll go on about it. Oh, I know the other thing I was going to talk about, Nightwave. Talk about that at the end of all this. Now, Gyre. Oh my god. Gyre looks dire. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Gyre looks fucking dire. Now, that's not to say that Gyre is crap. I don't know that. I obviously don't have the fucking, let's see, where is Gyre? 30. Come on, baby, right there. Okay, so this is obviously, as you see from the DevStream. So, here, actually, I'm going to change that because I did have it playing at ×2 speed, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, so she launches, gyratory. See, they're calling her Gyre. Like gyro. I'm gonna call her Gyre. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if she's actually called Gyre. I'm gonna call her Gyre. You know why? Because I can. I speak American English and we never speak it properly, so get the fuck over it. So anyway, launch a gyratory sphere at that will deal high damage on on impact and periodically deal electric shocks to nearby enemies. Hitting at least 3 enemies with the initial launch enhances the damage. Yeah, they showed it in the playthrough. It's something. It is definitely something. So we'll just go through this. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, coil horizon. Throw a gyratory sphere that will implode after 2 seconds or can be manually triggered. Yeah, dealing electric damage. I'm okay with this. I mean, electric damage is a staggering damage, so it's all right. I mean, it's not the best in the world, not the worst. I'm okay with it. So, but her second ability is Coil Horizon. Stop your chitter chatter, Reb. Come on, girl. My goodness. She really does talk with her hands a lot, doesn't she? Okay, next one is Cathode Grace, whatever. Gain a brief burst of increased critical chance and energy regen with each kill extending duration, or I'm sorry, with each kill extending duration of Cathode Grace. Casting is on a cooldown. I find that very interesting. It's on a 60-second cooldown. Ouch. You're going to increase your crit chance and increase your energy regen every time you get a kill, right? So your crit chance goes up and your energy regen goes up when you get a kill, and you increase the timer, which is great when you get kills. So that's not terrible, but the fact that when that bitch runs out, there's a 60-second fucking cooldown on that motherfucker, holy shit. And you can see that they've got duration and they've got ability strength and they've got efficiency on here. So obviously none of those three that would, at least with duration or efficiency, that would normally change the cooldown of something, have nothing to do with that cooldown. So I think that's just a stuck base, get the fuck out of here cooldown. That's atrocious. 60 seconds to cast out. Like, people bitch about Lavos and his 30-second cooldown on his 4th ability. This is the 3rd ability and it's got a 1-minute cooldown. What? Okay. this is kind of something. Her 4th ability, Rotor Swell. I can tell you that one right now. That one is fucked up. Okay. Oh, god damn it. We'll get to that motherfucker in a minute. Rotor Swell. Geyer's mechanisms spin at incredible speed, generating an electric field to shock nearby enemies. When Geyer gets a critical hit, a large energy discharge will chain from the enemy that was hit to the nearby enemy. So basically, it's just kind of like a chain lightning from her dress. Now, when she kicks this bitch on, her dress flaps the fuck up, and energy goes all over the fucking place. I'm really like, the range is not very good. It's 4 meters. The discharge range is 10 meters. It's a little better. They've obviously added no range to the build, so it is what it is. I don't even know what the fucking build is. They don't show it. And then, you know, the base damage for the ability at 155% is 387.5 electric. And then the discharge damage, so the chain damage, is 775. I go, what? It's just a large, that's at 155% ability strength and it's 775 on the discharge. That's not very good. And then her passive, which was, it's another critical buff. That's what it was. It's basically just another critical buff. So she's basically built for electrical damage, obviously, because she's like Volt's fucking redheaded stepchild cousin or whatever. She's electric based, but she's kind of like Volt is like a streamlined PC to where she's like some old steampunk thing thrown together. You know, she's like some early 1900s electrical experiment. She is also blinding as fuck. Okay. Come on. Okay, they also talk about the Hespar, which is the two-handed Nikana, which, as you see right here, the two-handed Nikana. I'm just going to simply say this about the Hespar. It looks cool, okay? It looks like a big, heavy fucking weapon. The problem is that they don't show what the fucking stance does whatsoever, and I'm a little concerned about that. Like, they show you that there is a stance, but they don't really show you what it does. They don't explain any of the combinations to it or nothing. They just kind of do things. So that's gonna have to be one of those I'm reserving judgment until I get the damn thing and I figure out what the fuck it is. Now, Geyer's playthrough, I'm simply gonna say this because we're gonna watch just a tiny bit of it. Where is the playthrough? 55. Okay, so we have no sound to this. I don't care about the sound. Okay. Now, I am actually going to change the speed to 1. Well, here, we'll do 1.5. So this is, the first ability. Big bubbles. Like something off a Tesla coil. There's the second ability. Boom, boom. And then she's got a custom dash, kind of like Zaku or Hildren or Protea. I'm sorry, that was the second ability, the one that like follows. I think it was actually the same. So, but anyway, and she's holding the Hespar, by the way. So, I mean, it looks neat. It's definitely a boss weapon. They show that later. Watch this shit though. When they cast the fourth ability, this is brutal on the eyeballs. Thank God you can change the fucking energy colors, because holy Christ. Look at this. Look at this. You can't even barely see the motherfucking ground, dude. Like, especially if you're on a bridge like that. Oh, no. You don't want that. Watch this shit. She get into a dark area with this motherfucker. My first thought was, where's the fucking tunnel? Right? Like, I don't know about anybody else, but that looks rough. That looks very rough. Now, there's something else that's about to happen here. The Eximus rework. So, I heard from somebody who was watching Brozyme's stream, I think it was, who had gotten a message, I think. I got it about an hour after Brozyme had gone offline. But apparently he had gotten a message from somebody at DE. I don't know if it was Meg or if it was Taylor or if it was Rebecca or whoever. But anyway, so we knew coming into this that the Eximus rework was coming and that we were going to get more visual aids about the Eximus attacks rather than just kind of blanket things that just, did stuff to you, but that they were also going to be harder to kill. Well, apparently, from what, at least this is word of mouth, but apparently the Eximus are actually going to be either semi-immune or fully immune to like crowd control abilities. And they're going to be very immune, like have damage reduction and shit towards abilities. Basically, they're trying to make the Eximus to where you're forced to attack them with weaponry rather than abilities for the most part. That's a problem. Like, for some frames, that is a big motherfucking problem, okay? Because, like, especially, like, base star chart, unless you're an early player, base star chart, really, the Eximus aren't going to be too bad, I don't believe. But good lord, man. You get on the steel path? Oh, that's gonna be something. Oh man, that's gonna be something. If you can't crowd control, like I either run tankier frames, high armor, high health, and very self-sustainable frames that are more on the tanky side, or I run crowd control frames. So doing something like my Gloomshi build, or even this Garuda build, because I've got a Gloom build for this Garuda Prime. And I mean to tell you right now, that ain't gonna work. Gloom's a crowd control. This motherfucker just gonna bypass it apparently. Like, all but one of the acolytes doesn't even bypass Glooms. That's like, there's a problem. Yeah, I think the Eximus are about to become very interesting on frames that people have subsumed the shit out of Gloom on. Now, I think I only have 2 or 3 frames that have gloom on it. I'm not actually a big fan of gloom. I do like I put gloom on one of the loadout, or on one of the configurations for Garuda Prime, because I wanted to see the difference between Blood Altar and gloom. And basically, you can go with a very squishy build with Garuda Prime and use gloom and just max out her energy and just really go for range and duration and ability strength. So you don't have to worry about her shields, you don't have to worry about her fucking health, none of that shit, because you're literally just lifestealing the fuck out of everything. So, you know, basically, you're not going to get slash damage, you're not going to get hit with a toxin proc. I mean, it's got to be able to get to you first, so as long as you got a big ass fucking range, it doesn't fucking matter. So, yeah, and then obviously her third ability, you know, gets more energy. So if you start running low on energy to where gloom's about to run out, just bang, you know, boom, hit her third fucking ability and you got at least 200 energy back. Have a nice day. Keeps it going till you kill some enemies and boom, poof. It's actually a pretty solid build. You know, a gloom sheep build between gloom and silence, it's great, but neither one of those are going to work on these Eximus apparently, so that's a problem. That's a bit of a problem. So that's going to be interesting, man. Like I like a challenge. I really do. I like a challenge. But looking at Geyer, like I'm not, until I get her again, kind of like the Hespar, I don't really know what to say until I get to use her personally, because watching these dev streams, you never really see, all you see is their playstyle and you don't know what the build is. You haven't played it yourself, so it's kind of hard to tell. But as of right now, Geyer looks dire. I hope I'm wrong. I fucking hope I'm wrong, because I don't want to see another crap Warframe, but it is what it is. So, the other thing I wanted to show that I said that we would get back to, though, 251, is Geyer's primary. They literally just skim by this motherfucker. The Alternox. Y'all want to look at this motherfucker. Geyer's signature weapon has 2 fire modes. Primary fire shocks enemies with electrical orbs. Alternate fire is a large ball of electricity that sticks to any surfaces and pulses electricity before it explodes. In Geyer's hands, the weapon has a small amount of multi-shot. They literally pointed at this motherfucker and said, "This is Geyer's primary," and then put the Cedo back on. Didn't say shit about this fucking thing. Is it a flat cannon? Is it a grenade launcher? Is it a shotgun? I mean, like, how does this thing mod? That comes into play with something like this. It sounds kind of like the Penta, which is a grenade launcher. You know, I mean, you know, is it a cannon? Is it a rocket launcher? I mean, who knows, right? It fucking looks cool as shit, but it could be as bad as the Dragoon. Who knows? I mean, but I mean, like, how the hell do you just skim over that big motherfucker? Like, that is the elephant in a room and a half. Oh my fucking god, that irritated me. Sorry. Like I said, they gave basic information about the Hespar, but they didn't show the stance function, so again, I'm just holding off on that. They really gave almost no information on the quest whatsoever, if any. This was a lot of, let's talk about Geyer, let's talk about the fact that we took away 2 of the 5 incarnate weapons. Let's look at the Hespar, and then let's talk about a shit ton of focus tree changes. Yeah, a shit ton of focus tree changes. I'm okay with this. So, one thing I had hoped that is not going to happen, sadly. Excuse me. Right there, thanks. One thing that I hoped that was going to be changing is that focus lenses are not going away. Now, apparently the nodes, you can gain certain school focus, excuse me, by doing nodes in Zariman or having, I don't know, having one school active whenever you're on the Zariman doing the nodes or whatever. So I don't really know how that function works yet. They didn't really talk about it. They just said it was another way of earning focus. But basically what they are doing is this motherfucker's going away completely. The pool is completely fucking going away. So like, I would highly recommend you take whatever excess points you have right now and just dump them into the fucking pool, because you will get them returned to you, I believe, in the form of Radiant Eidolon shards. Now, I wish they were Brilliance. Not for me. It doesn't even matter for me. But it does for other people who still have unbound abilities. Or have bound abilities. Like, I think they're called way-bound abilities, I think. But the abilities that are bound. So, like, if you look over here at Zeneric, which is what I use primarily, you know, you've got Inner Gaze, Eternal Gaze, you got all these. These are all from the different schools. There's about to be a whole bunch of renaming going on here, which is interesting. Energizing Dash is changing, but it's getting better. Holy fuckballs, is it getting better? You no longer have to dash across a broad-ass distance to get your energy zone. Now you can just cast that bitch right where it is, because that's one of his abilities. Yeah, operator abilities. Some of the, like Inner Might is going the fuck away. So hybrid builds may become a problem for certain weapons. I believed like two-handed Nakanas might be one of them. But increase heavy attack efficiency by 60%. That is no longer going to be a thing in Zeneric. So for some of the hybrid builds, that's a bit of a problem. So for some people that are running certain hybrid builds, that's going to piss them off fairly much. Yes. So it is what it is, right? Right. Don't care. We'll see how it goes, right? I mean, like, seriously, we'll just see how it goes. Void Static. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of renaming going on. Again, I'm going to put the link down below if you did not get to watch the dev stream. That way you can go through and watch this dev stream in its entirety. But they are very much buffing Zeneric, minus the fact that they're taking away the heavy attack efficiency. That does kind of bug me a little, considering this is my primary school, and the heavy attack efficiency is one thing that I do like, very much so. But I'm more of a primary attack, not a heavy attack kind of guy. So I mean, there's only certain things that I do heavy attacks with, so it's not a backbreaker for me. It's not a deal breaker. But they're buffing Zeneric, and then they're kind of buffing and nerfing Madurai at the same fucking time. Now, oh man, Void Strike. This is, as you see, I have these max strengths. They're unlocked. It's whatever. Okay. Now, the reason that you guys see me take my sweet time with Eidolons is because I am not your conventional Eidolon hunter, as you have guessed by this point. If it wasn't obvious, your pro Eidolon hunters can usually solo a fucking, you know, a base fucking what is the first one? Terrorist. They can basically solo a Terrorist in about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, maybe 3 if things just don't go right. So your pro Eidolon hunters are very Madurai heavy, specifically because of Void Strike. You can very, very much sit there in Void mode, and then when you leave Void mode, the next 8 attacks deal 12% additional damage for every second spent cloaked. So the longer you're cloaked, the more damage you do, and your next 8 attacks deal more damage. Yeah. So, like, I had wondered for the longest time, because I really didn't care. I was a Zeneric guy. I didn't really give a shit. Now, this is being reworked to where you no longer have to sit in Void mode forever and a fucking day and just blast out a shit ton of fucking energy and just rip the shit out of the Eidolon. Now it's just going to be sacrifice all your fucking energy and boom, here's a certain percentage that you get. Now, I got a feeling that's going to piss a few people off, but I'm not one of those those pro Eidolon hunters, so, I mean, it just kind of is what it is. You know, to me, it's a kind of a whatever thing. So, but yeah, I got a feeling that could potentially piss a few Eidolon hunters off, because it's going to make them change their gameplay, I believe. But I could be wrong. I could very much be wrong. Narimon's really not getting anything. Vazarin really isn't. I mean, like, there's some name change shit going on, but Vazarin really isn't getting enough, getting a whole bunch. Anaro, I think, is getting a little bit of a change, but not much. So, I mean, yeah. Was it? Yeah. So, yeah. So, I mean, they're doing a big ass focus rework, but like I said, prior to the 27th of April, which is when the quest released, and you do have to have the new war completed to do it, obviously, for obvious story reasons. Angels of Zariman and shit, you know, Zariman's talked about in the new war, so. If you've got unspent shit sitting in schools, I would highly recommend that you just get it dumped in your fucking pool. Okay, because with the pool going away, and like I've got 151 points in the pool, that is going to be a shit ton of focus that I can get to actually dump back into the schools. So yeah, I'm just gonna collect and keep dumping as I go for now. That way I can literally unlock as much shit as I want. Now, obviously, I already have all of the bound abilities unbound, and I'm probably still going to be focusing very much on Zeneric just for its... I forget what the fuck the name of it is. It's not going to be called Energizing Dash anymore. Oh, what the hell was it called? It's called something. I've got it on another window. There it is, Focus School Rework. Void Blast to Warframe melee transfer. Melee input while using your operator will now instantly transfer your Warframe to perform a melee attack. So yeah, so Void Blast is going away. Void Dash is now going to be called Void Sling, and it looks smooth as fucking butter, by the way. You can literally fucking point, stay invisible, change fucking directions, do all sorts of cool shit. I was a little concerned with it at first, but to be perfectly honest, I'm actually kind of looking forward to trying it out. I may hate it, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to trying it out at least. It looks interesting. Looks very interesting, so. Yeah, and then let's see, is there anything else? Is there anything else that I want to talk about in this? Yeah, okay, so they showed the next mission type. Now, the first one I think was a Void Flood. That looked pretty cool. The Void Flood did look pretty cool. This one was the ill prepared as always. What was that bitch called? Void Cascade. It looks kind of like an interception, but it's basically, it's like a mix of like an Orphix and an interception. It's pretty cool. Basically, you go in and you have to take out 3 or 4 of these little void portals that are sucking energy away from this orb, and then you shoot the orb and you activate the orb, and then you basically have to bounce around the things, but you can only do it with your operator. Now, once the 3 or 4 little void portals are knocked out, then you can go back into your Warframe and start fighting stuff, but that's when the boss guy shows up, who is wielding the Hespar. So it tells me that these bosses are definitely in the quest. But you take those guys down, and then they also try to take over the bodies of the nearby enemies, so you gotta kill him while he's in the fucking air, otherwise he's gonna take over a body and just show right back up, and you gotta fight him again. But they continually keep going and going and going, and it's an endless style mission, so this is definitely where this shit's getting farmed. Like the excuse me, the Incarnate weapons, and I'm assuming the Gyre parts, and probably the Hespar, and her, you know, and her weapon. What the fuck was that thing called? The Alternox. Yeah, I'm assuming all this new shit is getting farmed from that location. My fucking god. Oh man, he just whipped head, didn't he? So, yeah. But yeah, this this Void Cascade and Void Flood look very cool. Like I'm thus far, I'm not mad. Like, I think one of the missions is just like an exterminate style mission. But there's multiple mission types. It looks like, here, fuck it. Let's go look. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it looks like 4 missions. Like here. Yeah, it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we've got the dorm, we've got the main chrysalith, and then something commons. I don't know what the hell that is. So it could be a 5th, but I'm assuming it's just, this is just 4 missions. So I don't like Oro Works, the Greenway. That looks like Halleck Perimeter and Everview Arc. Like, where the fuck are they coming up with these names? I have no idea, but I'm okay with it. It's fine. I'm over it. It's great. We love it. Yeah. So to lastly cover the only part of interest that I have, well, the 2 things. My upload schedule. Now, I have been uploading Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to change that, okay? And there's a couple of reasons behind it. One, honestly, content recording has been a little intriguing as of the last couple of months. And so I'm going to draw this back to 2 videos a week, especially since I've hit Legendary 2 and I've kind of captained some things. And I've been doing a lot more, let's say, clan help, okay? Like, I'm still going to be posting this shit. There's videos coming up with me helping guys rank shit up and stuff like that, and you can get over it. It is what it is. As soon as Angels of Zariman releases, I'll probably be releasing it that day, or the day after, and then just move videos around accordingly. But either way, it is what it is. But I'm very interested to really kind of switch this up. I'm only going to post on Tuesdays and Wednesdays now. So that way you just kind of get some midweek shit, you know. You get Monday and Friday, do whatever you want, watch whoever you want, because those seem to be the popular days for live streams and shit like that anyways, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm going to do just posted videos Tuesday and Wednesday. I may go live on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, but probably no more than for like an hour, and that'll be over on Twitch. But I'm not going to do the Twitch videos over here. Like, I've been debating on how I'm going to do that, but I'm not going to do that. If I'm going to do a Twitch live, it'll be for a Monday, a Wednesday, or Friday, and it will stay that way, okay? When they go, right? So that's the update change. The only other, the upload change. The only other thing is Nightwave. Now, this may seem trivial to most, but honestly, the one thing that I've never done is I've never literally done every single mission for Nightwave to get to level 30. Never. All the way through Legendary 2, through, I mean, fuck, how many hours am I up to now? I know I'm going to be low compared to some. 1,876 game hours. So that's mission hours. So in 1,876 mission hours, I've literally never completed every single Nightwave mission every week. I've actually been doing that with that since since March 17th was when Nightwave actually released Nora's, what the fuck is this called? Nora's Mix Volume 1. I've done every single mission except for this one right here, which is easy, kill with corrosive. You can see everything is done. I'm trying to see how long it's going to take to get to rank 30 doing every single mission every week. This is simply a curiosity for me. So it is April 8th right now. This is going to be posting on the 9th, and I will have hit 17 as soon as I'm done with this video. I mean, fuck it. You know what? Before we kill this video, let's just prove positive, man. Prove positive. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. All right? Why am I doing that? I'm trying to change the weapon. Stupid. Might as well. There we go. Cool. We're all good, right? This is great. This will be done in like a minute and a half, probably. Going to Malva on the steel path.
Distract the infested while a lone Tenno operative hunts for supplies.
Seems to even have corrosive damage here.
The infested are releasing toxic spores into the area. The emergency life support I am delivering is your only chance for survival. That was a juggernaut. They were lured out by the death of infested. Lay low and it should go away, or amp up the fight to draw it out. I am no longer detecting signs of a juggernaut. Move on. You are safe.
Excuse me, I need my health back. Put away. Excuse me, need my health back.
Life support incoming.
1.3 million on the all-fire, I love it. Give me my health back. Oof. Yeah, just got my health back too. Well, that wasn't what I was trying to do at all.
I delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
There you go, 150 down in a minute and 43 seconds. I love it. Get away, you little toxic fuck. Everybody's crispy, man. Why is there a star popped all? What did I blow a damn star up through the wall? I did, apparently, when I alt-fired. Get away, get away, get away, away, away! Hi, fellas.
Life support on the way. I've delivered another life support capsule.
Let's just go straight for health on your bitch ass, huh? Hey, buddy. Man, if my aim could get even fucking worse, we'd be alright. Poof. Gas damage. Everyone dead. Really? Really, I just straight missed that dude. I hit everything down the hall, but I missed that one guy. Reload. Violence. What's up, bitch? Yeah, you did. Telling you. I sit here and question why the hell people question the Tremna.
just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. Extraction is available if you need it.
Oh, look. Fuck that Roomba! That was odd. Got hit with like super slow there.
It is done, Tenno.
Thanks, Tashin. I appreciate you so much. It is done, Tenno. Yeah. It is done, Tenno. So yeah, here. Rank 17. Boom, baby.
The steady blade.
All right, so we have a dual sword skin, Excel's Warframe adapter, range advantage, which I still looking at that one question. Some more points. The Orican T set, which I already have, but whatever. Combat reload. Okay. More points. Sentinel skin, here's a good one. Arcane Grace, I will be trading that, paying it forward. 3 Forma bundle, that's a good one. The drone is okay. The Umbra Forma I'll definitely be keeping. And then the Glacia Sedana. Folks, I'm excited about the quest. I really am. They're literally just kind of like the new war. Just they're not even giving little tickle points on the new war or on the Angels of Zariman like they did with the new war. This one, the Angels of Zariman is literally just kind of like this massive mystery of, okay, we're going to the Zariman. That's as much as we know. Cool. And we're probably fighting bosses with a big-ass two-handed Nakana that love to eat souls. That's about as much as we know. Like I said, I will put a link to this video down below so you can watch the entire DevStream 161 if you would like, to get all of the points of all of the focus rework and the Valkyr deluxe skin that looks like a fucking court jester, and so on and so forth. But yeah, do with it as you will. So folks, thanks very much for watching. As always, we'll catch you in the next one, all right?